Alright, Global, so tonight we are going to be getting the Frosty Miracle Dokkan Festival. Now, this was confirmed to start on 12:24 Pacific Time. And guess what? It's Christmas Eve, so, celebrate Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, by the way. But I do think that the Frosty Miracle Dokkan Festival obviously won't, it's not that I think it is stated to start tonight. And this banner actually does have some value to it, even more than it does on the JP version. So this is a global W, actually. I know there's been a lot of, honestly, just straight up downs on global with the sync going on, but this is something that you guys could potentially be looking forward to. I mean, first and foremost, this is the return of the 8th anniversary LRs on the global version of the game, which is very, very huge. And this is a potential chance to grab the 8th anniversary LRs with red stones. Not red stones, with red coins. My apologies. But this is a very, very good chance because, I mean, I would say both of these characters are still very relevant in the game as of now. I mean, the Dragon Ball Z duo, they're very benefited from every boss like being in type right now. And then they're able to build up their standby pretty safely. GT duo, I mean, their revive is just so good. The revive support and then into the finish skill with the spirit bomb, that is just so influential. It's just way, way too good. Even this guy's spirit bomb, you can set it up to do crazy things. These are very valuable units, both of them, especially this character leading a really good team. Now this is the banner that's they're going to be on. So this is going to be basically a copy paste banner from what it was on JP. That's how it has been for the past few years. There are going to be some differences though, but laying out the facts of how the JP banner was, these are the featured units, right? We had Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, we had Tech Baby, we had the 8th anniversary Dragon Ball Z duo and the 8th anniversary Dragon Ball GT duo. We had Vegeta and Trunks, which was the previous year's Hanabata character. Then Tech Gogeta, the Golden Week GT Super Saiyans. We had previous Hanabata Blue Kalkin Goku and Evolution Vegeta. And then, I mean, the rest of these are just kind of random Dokkan Fest. I guess we had, this is New Year's Dragon Ball Super Broly, some Saiyan Day units, and then, just a bunch of, like, really old characters that really aren't worth mentioning anymore, to be honest. Even some of those characters I brought up weren't really worth mentioning, but I mean, like, these guys are still, like, in line for EZAs, like, potentially even next year. I think these guys are, so maybe it was worth noting them, but regardless, that's what the banner is. There's a lot of featured characters, as you can see. There are a total of 18 featured characters, which is quite a bit. And the reason for that is because, well, they have like a top 10 range cast of characters in the game, right? So it makes a lot of sense that they're not going to put them on like just your average 10 featured unit banner, or like a 7 featured unit banner, something crazy like that. They want to make the rates overall lower so that it's harder to actually get them. But this looks very tempting for sure. Now, I know a lot of people have a question about, is this guy going to be available with red coins? I would say no. I don't think that they're going to make Super Saiyan 4 Goku available with red coins. I would not say it's impossible. I would not say it's like, oh, like, don't expect them like at all, 0% chance. But I don't know. I would say like a 10% chance to do it. The only time they did that was for LR Gohan and Goten, right? Where they came out in global in like what, May? For like a Goku Day celebration, and then on JP they came out even in July actually, but in global they came out in May, and then they returned all the way in December for this banner, the Frosty like Night Miracle, whatever it is. And then it's such a long time for them to return, they actually let them buyable with coins. But not last year, the year before last year, with Tech Gogeta, he came out in November. Then when he returned in December on this banner, he was not available with coins. So I do not expect this character, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, to be buyable with coins. Now, for the first 77 hours, at least on the JP version, there was do 3 multis, you get 1 free. So it's 3+1, which is already some pretty decent value, actually. Honestly, I even threw like a rotation at this. And again, if you're on global, I mean, the schedule on global is going to be kind of rough, I think, in terms of the characters coming out, and a lot of people don't seem interested, like, again. Next week is, like, Super Trunks, Omega is, like, on the 17th, maybe, and then like I don't know who could be next, like Tournament Heart Androids, Brian, Gohan, Piccolo, then like Saiyan Day, but then Saiyan Day is like all the way in March 18th. That is quite literally 3 months from now, and I think there's gonna be a lot of time to save through these celebrations and things like that. So if you have a lot of stones already right now, and you're like, oh, I'm saving for potentially if anniversary same time, or I was saving for New Year's, and then oh, both of those aren't happening, is not a bad value. And there are these. So last year there was of course the Starry Winter Night Dokkan Festival, which was the Vegeta and Trunks variant of this. Now, what happened is this was 120 hours on global, so there's a much longer time to actually summon on the discounts. And then there's actually super multi summon discounts. So the thing about this is there was actually actual discounts. So for the first 3 steps, it was 40 stones, and then you got tickets per multi summon for the Frosty Winter Night Dokkan Festival. And if you take a look here, this is on global again. Now, there's no confirmation that this is going to be the same, but I would assume global is going to get the same thing. I mean, usually they throw global like a bone when it comes to these things for sure. There's obviously the 3+1 stone. Even then, after you get to the normal 50 stones, you still get the ticket per multi-summon. So you're getting tickets on the spanner, along with having a chance to get the Tanabata Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the GT Duo and the Dragon Ball Z Duo. I still would say this banner is probably not the smartest to throw all your stones at it for sure. If you want to throw like even a couple rotations at it, I can't necessarily blame you. I mean, there is value here for sure, and with tickets plus discounts, like at the bare minimum, I would say global players should take advantage of the discounts right there. So you save a total of 30 stones, so you get basically how many free characters would that be? I can't math apparently. Plus the free multi, so that's 10. Plus, I literally can't math. Like 16 free characters basically from doing a rotation, because you get the free multi, then you get this 30 free stones here. Essentially, you're saving 30 stones from doing a rotation, and you're getting tickets. So I think that's pretty good. There definitely is value there for sure. And I mean, this is just good, right? Just getting these tickets just for summoning, right? I mean, this is like anniversary level, like getting the tickets per summons. At this point, like nowadays, global really only gets us for anniversary. I think the New Year's Dokkan Festival in April, you'll be able to get that, which we don't know what the banners are going to look like. So you could realistically wait, because again, 120 hours. Like how many days is that exactly? 120 hours. So that is 5 days you could wait. And if this banner drops tonight, I mean, I'm assuming, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the 29th or so. I'm assuming the banner for the Dual Dokkan Festival on GP is going to be on the 27th, 28th. You could wait and see what the New Year's Dual Dokkan Festival is going to look like. Maybe there is a slight chance that the 8th anniversary characters are on the New Year's Dual Dokkan Festival. In very past years, they had the anniversary characters on the New Year's Dual Dokkan Festival. They haven't really done that as much because they like to put them back in the anniversary banners nowadays, but it's not impossible to think about that. There's also these tickets, right? These are just completely free, actually. You don't even have to summon on the banner, and you're like, how do I get these tickets? Well, let me explain to you right now. These tickets had just been in missions, so if you take a look here, part 1 missions, we already had been getting these tickets, right, since the 13th. These tickets are just in the part 1 missions, so you should be able to get a total of 21, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think that was 9 from these part 1 missions. Then, of course, tonight, we're getting the part 2 missions when the celebration info drops. 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I assume there's gonna be some on login. I'm assuming the ones that I'm not seeing are the ones that are in the login bonus. But JP got 21 of these tickets. Maybe global gets a different number and the structure is different, but I would assume global at least gets 21 free characters from this banner essentially, and it's usually 7 character multis, so it's not GSSR, but that's gonna be pretty good. Speaking of which, you know, this banner, if you collect 10 tickets on this banner with the discounts, I'm assuming you're gonna get like 3 per multi or something like that, or it could be 1, but I think you should be able to do multi summons if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, and it explains right here. So there's even a premium Starry Night ticket. So if there's a purchasable, right, ticket that is purchasable in the Baba shop. So if you're interested in spending money on the game, you could go ahead and buy that. And actually, there is some pretty decent value in those tickets that Global does get. And even says here, yeah, 10 Starry Winter Night tickets can be used to perform a multi summon, which is really good. The 7 Starry Winter Night tickets can be used to perform a multi-summon as well for some characters on the actual ticket banner itself for the rainbow tickets. So, okay, that is confirmed that it is 7 characters, and I'm assuming Global is going to have a total of 21, just like it was in GP. And then, look at here. So, the 10 premium Starry Winter Night tickets can be used to perform a multi-summon that has a guaranteed featured SSR. So if you do buy those premium tickets, based on last year, you would get a guaranteed feature SSR. Now, again, this was last year's, so we're going off of last year's. Things could change, for sure. There could always be a change to the format. But I assume, I mean, for the past few years, I believe it has been the same. So these are really, really, really good discounts if that is true. And I would, again, bare minimum, I think you have these tickets at the very least. These tickets can only be used in this banner, so you have to use them. You have a shot at getting these LRs featured, which is really good. You know, you have the 3+1 here for assumingly 120 hours, and then the discounted multis. I think I recommend doing that. I think these guys are definitely worth getting with your red coins for sure. Like, if you want either one of these characters, the GT Duo and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I think that's fine. Even Vegeta Trunks is not an awful option to grab with red coins. I think they're still pretty decent even now. And the Future Saga team with their Turn 3 active skill, that could be pretty massive. So that is everything. Let me know what you guys think if you guys are going to summon on this Dokkan festival here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.